Okay, grade 3, so some of you might be wondering, Miss Herring, how on earth am I supposed to come up with my own idea for Allied Arts? Alright, I know in grade 1 and 2 we probably did things a little bit differently, but when we get to my classes and all the way up to grade 6, this is how we're going to do it. Okay, so first things first, we are going to break down our topic, alright? Sometimes when we try to do a big thing all at once, it makes it quite overwhelming or quite difficult for us and we're not sure how to do it. So let's break it down, okay? Lockdown 2020. That's pretty simple. That's what we've been doing for the last 6, maybe more than 6 weeks actually. I've lost count. But for the last while, that's what we've been doing. What are the first things that you think about when you think about Lockdown 2020? Okay, now write down the first 4 things that come into your mind and go. You can pause it here. Right, once you've written down your 4 things about Lockdown 2020, then we're going to look at the next part of our topic. Alright, a celebration of art. What are the first 4 things that come to your mind when you think of a celebration of art? Think about it and write them down. It makes it easier when we write them down, just because sometimes when we think about a really good idea and then we carry on with our day, sometimes we forget it, alright? This is not a very practical lesson, but it's important to get our ideas first, and then from there we can start doing our artwork. Alright, so Lockdown 2020, a celebration of art. Now, look at your 2 lists and see what your ideas are. I don't want you to post them in the group today just because I don't want people to copy from each other. This is your idea, this is your plan, and it must be completely your work. Okay, so Lockdown 2020, a celebration of art. Once we've got those 2 things, think about how you can link them maybe. So if you want to focus on a celebration of art, how does your celebration of art relate to Lockdown 2020? How does it link? How does Lockdown 2020 relate to a celebration of art? What about lockdown has made you appreciate or celebrate art? Maybe that's a good way of thinking about it. Just ask yourself questions about the topic and that will help you come up with your idea. Usually the first idea that pops into our head is not the most original one. Usually it's linked to something else, but as we start writing down our ideas, it makes it a lot easier. Alright, so now once you have done your 4 ideas of a Lockdown 2020 and then 4 ideas of a celebration of art, try and combine them and come up with one nice idea from the 2. So why are you doing Lockdown 2020, a celebration of art? How are you going to show that to people? That's what we're planning to do. So I'm not going to give examples because I don't really want to give you ideas, because then some people will probably just copy what I say. But what I would like us to do today is to do a little drawing based on Lockdown 2020. Something that you have found fun about lockdown. Okay, so something that you would celebrate about lockdown, something that's made lockdown easier for you. Let's start here today. So we've got our 4 ideas for Lockdown 2020, our 4 ideas for a celebration of art, and now we're going to draw something that made us happy during lockdown. Alright boys, that's all we're going to do today. So Allied Arts is usually a bit of a process, and this is how we start. We start with thinking of our ideas, writing them down. Sometimes we even draw our ideas. So if you've written something about Lockdown 2020, maybe try and draw that thing next to it. I would like 4 ideas for Lockdown 2020 and 4 ideas for celebration of art. Okay, once you've done those ideas, remember we're drawing something that made us happy or made lockdown easier for us. And once we've done that, then we're done for the day. Okay. This drawing needs to be nicely done. It needs to be only your own work, not your parents helping you. We're in grade 3 now and we're able to do our own work by ourselves. I've seen some of us have already been doing that, and well done boys. And who knows, maybe this piece that you do today will be your Allied Arts piece. We don't know, so this is a good option. I'm going to give us different options every week to do, just to break it down and make it easier, because we are in grade 3 and I will guide you as much as possible, okay? So you can do a collage if you like we did last week. So remember, we did our shapes. You can do something using those shapes. You can do something just colouring, but colour nicely for me please, boys. And you can even do painting if you have some paints at home, okay? You can use all of those things that I mentioned in our previous video, and that's all from me today. Okay, so remember, we're doing our picture, and the picture that you do, we're not really supposed to be seeing each other's work, and this platform makes it a little bit difficult. So what I'm going to do is just say, do your work for today, and I would just like you and your parents to let me know in your work hand in tab that you've done the work. Then save the work for next week somewhere nice and safe, and next week we can carry on. Okay, so remember, once you've finished, do not send a picture because I don't want us to copy from each other. And then once you've finished, please can you and your parents just let me know, give me a thumbs up or something in your grade 3 S, N or E hand-in group that you have done it. I think that's the best way for us to go forward. If it doesn't work, we'll change it up a little bit next week. Okay, grade 3, thank you so much, and I'm really looking forward to seeing your ideas and hearing what you say. Remember, we're only going to be sharing ideas with me next week. So this week we're just writing our ideas, doing our picture, and please save those things and put them in a safe place. Okay, thank you boys.